Korner podcast would like to thank our show sponsors, the Gentry Barbers and Tattoo Lounge, Funky Gums Mouth Guards, Vandella Phone Repairs, and The One Who Follows.
Yes, ladies and gents, welcome back to In the Red Corner podcast with me, Ross. Hope you're all well. Hope you've all had a good weekend. Today I'm joined with by Luke Nevin, who's making his Bkfc debut next Saturday in Leeds. So I'll bring him in. Here he is. Hello, Luke. How are you doing, mate? Can you hear us all right? I can't hear you, mate. I tell you what, do you want to jump out and come back on? Is that any better now? No? Oh, man. We'll be back in a minute, ladies and gents. Let's see if this works. There we go. How are you doing?
I'm all right, lad. You?
Technical difficulties, but we got there in the end, mate.
Hey, that was the worst sign language I've ever done in my life.
I was like, check your phone. Good stuff. Thank you very much for joining us. Much appreciated, mate. How are things going? How's camping going so far?
Yeah, I've had a really good camp. I've had a really good camp, Ross. Probably the best one I've had. I mean, I say that everyone that I've had, but yeah, great. Just dying to get in there now. Looking forward to the new platform. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like we say, less than a week away now. Is camp winding down for yourself? Have you done like all your major sessions? Yeah.
Everything's in the bag there now. You know, it's just last little bits now, last little tweaks. Do you know what I mean? Just keeping the cogs going, ready for next weekend.
Excellent. I mentioned when I introduced you there that you're making your Bkfc debut, but you have fought bare knuckle before, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
A couple of promotions you fought under, so you're not an entry level kind of fighter to this, are you?
No.
Do you know much about your opponent at all then, or?
Not particularly. Got sent him over. Well, we'd asked for a decent fight. You know what I mean? I'd asked for a decent fight. And he, Franco Tenaglia. I think it's Tenaglia. That's how you pronounce it.
Yeah, Tenaglia. Yeah.
I understand that he obviously. I think he's been around a little bit. You know what I mean? He's a couple of big promotions he's fought in. Particularly that King on the Streets as well, isn't he? I think he's done a bit there.
Yeah.
And Bkfc, do you know what I mean? I don't know masses amounts about him, but yeah, looking forward. Really looking forward.
Does an opponent really matter to you, or do you just concentrate on kind of what you can do rather than what they can do?
Yeah, I'm not asked, me.
Yeah.
Like my coach says anyway, do you know what I mean? We just ask for a decent fight. Us not asked who it is, as long as it's the same weight. We do our do my bit. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I want to fight them all anyway at my weight. So, like every top level fighter I'm going to come across in this sport. Do you know what I mean? So, it does, like you say, it doesn't bother me which one it is.
Yeah, you're making Bkfc your home now. Then you want to make a statement on the Bkfc.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely, it's exciting, isn't it? I think they've grew the sport massively.
Yeah.
I think the fights are definitely the most exciting, do you know, that there is out there in the bare knuckle promotions. Do you know what I mean? There's some really exciting fights to be made out there.
Yeah, there is, and the card's stacked as well. Is there any particular fight that you're looking forward to see on the card?
Danny Christian and
which has now been made the main event.
That's what I mean. I mean, as I said before, like I don't know how it was never not me an event. No disrespect to that Jamie Cox. I mean, I know he's done a bit in his glove thing, but you know, he hasn't really he's done nothing in bare knuckle. Do you know what I mean? So I wasn't really excited for that. Whereas Anthony Holmes and Danny Christie, do you know what I mean? Fucking.
Yeah.
It just sounds like a banger, doesn't it? So
it's exciting. It is exciting, isn't it? And
yeah.
Anthony, you know, probably the most decorated or one of the most decorated Bkfc fighters there is, or bare knuckle boxers that there are. And Danny just being Danny and who he is, where he's came from, what he's doing, and the heart and aggression that he shows in the ring. It's it's going to be some fight, that one.
Yeah, definitely. Just two good styles just fucking colliding, I think. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So what would you say your fight style is? And have you got a particular style, or is it different to each opponent, or
just different all the time, really? I mean, I know I can box. Do you know what I mean? I mean, we go away and I go, you know, I get that much different sparring. My coach has got me all around the country. We even flew, you know, to another country this time for sparring. And every single time it's different. I'll spar different people all the time. You know, I can box really well technically. You know, and I can get and I absolutely love tearing it up as well. So, and like you say, it's just each one on its merits, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Whereabouts did you go? Where did you fly to for your international sparring?
Went to Spain, to Madrid. So I went there for a few days. I had some sparring. Yeah, it was great. It was just a change. Do you know what I mean? Something a bit different, taking out that comfort, just to take us out that comfort zone again. That's all it is. You get used to, you know, sparring certain places. So it's good to sometimes just chuck that in the mix. You know, going to a different country and getting some rounds in.
Definitely, I think it benefits you moving around rather than training with the same people all the time. Moving around, new experiences, the different way people move. It's only beneficial for yourself, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely, and it's about getting that range of styles in. Do you know what I mean? Just all the time. If you're sparring the same thing all the time, you just become complacent. Do you know what I mean? So, I mean, my coach always says in that, like, train the same, you'll remain the same, and all that. So it's good to mix it up.
I like that. Train them in, remain the same. Yeah, good one, that one. You've had an interesting life. I mean, you joined the army at the age of 16, you were saying.
Yeah.
Is that where you first got into combat sports then?
Yeah. I mean, I joined when I was 16. Done my training. By the time I got to my battalion and that, I was around 17 and a half, 18. Started boxing around 19. Yeah, that was the first time I was ever introduced to it, like in that environment. I just loved everything about it.
Yeah. And how long did you serve in the army?
So from when I was 16, I was 22. So all in all, with training, 6 years. I think that adds to 6 years.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for your service. Brilliant. Much appreciated. I'm sure that comes from a lot of us as well. Coming out of the army, though, you know, it's difficult for most men or soldiers, not just men, but soldiers coming out of the army. There's no real support, is there, for soldiers that come out of the army?
No, I think there is. There's a big lack. Yeah, yeah, there's a massive lack in something. Do you know what I mean? Whether that's, you know, like support or that transition, you know, from being like a soldier to going back into day-to-day life can sometimes be quite hard for a lot of people. And I think that's why you see a lot of people spiral out of control, particularly, you know, you see some people with PTSD and stuff like that. Maybe don't get they definitely don't get all the support that they need. Stuff like others may struggle with, you know, the career choice. Do you know what I mean? Like, I joined when I was 16, when, you know, I was used to get like told when to shower, told when to shave, told when to brush my teeth, everything. Do you know what I mean? From 16-year-old, you come out, that structure's gone, you know. And for all my life choices were my own and what I got involved with, and that was my own, did find it hard without the structure. Do you know what I mean?
And you kind of went down the wrong path, shall we say? Did you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's no secret as to, you know, how my life went for a while. You know, I was drinking and abusing drugs for a long period of time. I was doing things and involving things I shouldn't have been doing, which all had a knock-on effect. Yeah, my life just spiraled out of control.
It's all in the past now. I mean, you move forward and you move on, and it's made you who you are today and got you where you are today, and everything that happened. So, with that as well, you've also created a charity to help people coming out of the forces.
Yeah. So, you know, once I come out of the rehab and that, and realised, you know, that there's not much help out there, and you know, just that I'd been given I got given a chance, mate. You know what I mean? And you know, and I'm forever thankful for that. But I equally know that not everyone's as lucky as what I am to get that chance, because there's not enough out there, if that makes sense. So I think, you know, like my aim particularly, it's just kind of, you know, just try to be there and guide people to where they can get help, but also kind of be that middle ground. Do you know what I mean? We do a lot. You see a lot. We provide different services, fitness, and well-being. We take people to drug and alcohol meetings. We try and raise money, you know, for people that are struggling. For families of veterans is going to be our next sort of push on. After this fight, you know, we've got a lot to sit down with me and the people that run the charity, just to see our direction again is to what's next for it all.
Yeah, fantastic. What's your charity called?
Hard Hitters. It's called
Hard Hitters. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's you know, very commendable, and you know, from your struggles to go on to learn from your struggles and go and help people that are possibly in the same boat or similar situation. You know, unbelievable, mate. Well done. Well done.
Oh, thank you, miss. Thank you.
So, whereabouts are you training out of?
So I live down Merseyside now. So I am training out of a gym over Liverpool. Anfield ABC at the minute. With my coach Danny.
Amateur boxing club.
Yeah. So
yeah.
But to be honest, we're about all obviously sparring. And then obviously my strength and conditioning's at Peak Performance in Liverpool. Yeah, and we just get about all over, to be honest.
Yeah, brilliant. How are ticket sales going for yourself? Are you still got tickets left to sell, or are you kind of done now?
I'm kind of done now. Got a bit of money to collect in and stuff like that to get them done. I mean, after this podcast today, that'll be me kind of just offline then. Do you know what I mean? I just like to focus on myself and on Saturday. Everything else is done like that now. You don't want that all the crap building up to it, do you? Last minute text.
Yeah, that's it. Get it all out the way and so you can just concentrate on yourself. And how are you feeling for Saturday? Excited?
Yeah, I actually can't wait. You know, like
it's a daft question, really, isn't it?
Yeah, like I must have do about 20 rounds shadow boxing just walking past the mirror every 10 minutes in the oh, there's fucking no tread left next to the carpet on the landing now. Yeah, I can't wait. You know, Yeah, I'm really excited. I think just because of how good the shows are, and again, it's at that top level now. Do you know what I mean? It's where I've wanted to be. So yeah, I'm really excited. Can't wait.
Yeah, I think we're all excited, mate. You know, it's like I say, 6 days away now. So you're not too far. Liverpool to Leeds isn't too far. Are you staying over in Leeds?
Yeah, staying over. Obviously, we stay in the hotel there.
Yeah.
So yeah, staying over there. Looking forward to that as well. Not means you're not travelling there and back. Do you know what I mean? All the time from the weigh-in and that.
Yeah. What can we expect to see from you in the ring then?
Violence.
Violence, just pure violence.
Yeah, I can't wait. You know, I'm just absolutely riled up for it. Yeah, yeah. Top night of violence. Controlled violence.
Controlled violence.
Yeah.
How long is it since your last fight?
Fucking hell. When did I fight? Did I fight December or November? Few months ago. It was for a different platform, obviously.
Yeah.
Just before Christmas, I believe it was.
So how did the Bkfc present itself to you? How did this opportunity come about?
I'd seen obviously the shows and stuff like that. I'd watched them and you know, there's no secret. It looks top level. Do you know what I mean? It is
Yeah.
a thingy. So you know, I just felt like my time had come to an end where I was. I no longer wanted to be there, and I was looking at the level of fights that were on the other one, and I was thinking that's what I want to be involved in.
Yeah.
And I got in touch with someone called Mozzie. I don't know if you know Mozzie.
I don't know him personally, but I know who he is. Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of got, and I just looked and I was watching, and I asked a couple of questions, and just ended up here.
Yeah, I don't really know Mozzie. I think he was managing a few fighters and stuff, wasn't he, at one point? But yeah, I had a question, but it's totally gone from my head there. What was it? I don't know. It's totally gone. Oh, fucking hell, mate. Have you got any sponsors that you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, so I'd like to thank Hearn & Sons, one of my main sponsors. They've been brilliant. Freers Properties, as always, they've been brilliant. County Electrical, Eves Emporium, Any Caravans, Hard Hitters Gym, Hard Hitters Meal Preps, so Hard Hitters Kitchen. Trying to think anybody else. No, that's it.
Brilliant, mate. Well, look, thank you very much for coming on. I really appreciate it, and I wish you the very best of luck and getting out safe as well, most importantly. But I look forward to meeting you down there, and we'll catch up.
Well, I know what he's mate. Thank you very much. Take care.
Best of luck. Thanks very much. Cheers, pal.
Ta-da. Take care now. Bye.
That's it, ladies and gents. Luke Nevin there. Brilliant lad. I'm not on till Wednesday, I don't think. I might be doing something with Luke through the week from the Fuse. Got Anthony Holmes on Wednesday, so that should be a good one. Enjoy the rest of the weekend, everyone. Thank you very much.
In the Red Corner podcast, we'd like to thank our show sponsors, the Gentry Barbers and Tattoo Lounge, Funky Gums Mouthguards, Vandella Phone Repairs, and The One Who Follows.